I'm Jessica Chobot. I'm still waiting on a Bigfoot confirmation, and this is Nerdist News WTFridays. Dedicated viewers of this show probably know by now that we here at Nerdist News are committed to proving the existence of mythical creatures. From Bigfoot to vampires to Batboy, we believe that every cryptozoological being deserves the chance to exist. And so you can imagine how much we flipped our shit this morning when it was announced that a trench has been discovered at the bottom of Loch Ness. That's right, guys. Nessie is real, y'all. That's me dancing to dance hall horn. Retired fisherman and current tour boat operator Keith Stewart discovered the previously unseen crevice after running a state-of-the-art 3D scan and noticing a mysterious long object with a hump, which later disappeared. But in searching for that hump again, Keith found the trench, tentatively and hilariously named Stewart's Abyss, which, if confirmed, will become the deepest known point of Loch Ness. Oh, and it'll also be a possible confirmation of a series of tunnels connecting various Scottish lochs, as well as maybe both the east and west coasts, which would explain why we've had such a hard time proving the Loch Ness Monster exists, which would basically prove the Loch Ness Monster exists. See, that's just science. But because nothing in this miserable world can stay pure and good forever, here's Nerdist science editor Kyle Hill to bring clarity and probably a healthy dose of skepticism to this story, because that's always so much fun. Hey, Kyle.
Hey.
Now, how could this trench possibly not prove that Nessie exists?
Well, the find itself was a little suspect to me. I mean, the guy runs tours on Loch Ness, and he's using what is basically a glorified fish finder to say, hey, there could be Nessie down here, better get some money to me so I can tour it for you.
Okay, so it's a little suspect.
Yeah.
Not gonna deny that. But if Stewart's Abyss is real,
He
and
calls it
has
Stewart's
been,
Abyss.
Well, everybody who discovers things calls it after themselves. That's the whole point.
Yeah, I guess so, but it's lame.
Right. Would it mean that a monster could also be undiscovered for this long?
It's very, very unlikely. I mean, for how big Nessie is supposed to be, we've looked in Loch Ness enough that it'd be very hard not to find it. Like, we've found better evidence of giant squid, which live in larger areas at deeper depths, and than Nessie. So it's not looking good for the old Nessie.
Maybe Nessie's swimming in those underground channels into other areas of where's Loch
Oh, you mean
Ness,
those other
Scotland?
those other things that we haven't confirmed?
Have we confirmed them?
Exactly.
I think you're lying.
I think you don't know what you're talking
I
about.
just think you're a liar. A filthy, dirty liar. Okay, fine. Yes or no question.
Okay.
Only yes or no.
Okay.
If the trench is there, is it big enough to hold a plesiosaur-type monster? Would that be feasible?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, there you have it. Nessie confirmed. But what do you guys think? Are you excited by the trench?
Ooh.
I know, that sounds so filthy.
Ooh.
Think there's a Loch Ness Monster? Do you listen to my podcast, Bizarre States, where Bowser and I talk about this kind of stuff all the time?
Why won't they let me on?
Because you're kind of a killjoy. Let's discuss. And since it's Friday, let's get to your best worst comment of the week.
I'm gonna exit into this undiscovered trench. I'm gonna name it after myself. It's Hill Trench. Bye.
Now, we had a ton of comments from you guys on our episode where we tried to figure out the 67 characters that will allegedly be in Avengers Infinity War. Many of you said the Russo brothers were exaggerating when they said that, but that's just not as fun. So I'd like to point out Mech Malarkey, Trayvon Williams, Stephen Binkley, Dr. Quinano, and a bunch of others who said, we forgot Howard the Duck. I hate it when you guys are right, but you're right. How could we forget Howard friggin' the Duck is officially part of the Marvel Cinematic U. Okay, so we're going to have to do another official recount. Here we go. Starting with Avengers and Phase 3 solo flick stars. Captain America, Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, Black Widow, Hawkeye, Vision, Scarlet Witch, Black Panther, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, Winter Soldier, Falcon, Ant-Man, Wasp, Captain Marvel, Nick Fury, War Machine, and Agent 13, and then the Guardians, Star-Lord, Groot, Rocket, Gamora, and Drax. 24, moving on to supporting characters, Yondu, Kraglin, and Howard the Duck. 26, bitches. All right, gotta keep going. Maria Hill, Odin, Lady Sif, The Warriors 3, Heimdall, and General Thunderbolt, Ross, Resurrected Quicksilver. 36, all right, moving on to TV, Daredevil, Luke Cage, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Punisher, Elektra, Agent Phil Coulson, Mockingbird, Agent May, Lance Hunter, Daisy Duck.